For 5 breath-holding seconds, the entire internet watched Ashton Hall sprint toward what he believed was unbreakable immortality. The self-proclaimed ASMR alpha, the guy who dunked his head into ice buckets at 3:50 a.m. and rubbed banana peels on his cheeks, had just challenged streamer phenom iShowSpeed to a live race. 4 sprints later, the Empire Hall spent 5 years curating, crumbled faster than you can tap rewatch. But the real shock isn't that Ashton lost, it's how one bruised ego, turbocharged by clout addiction, detonated a multi-million-dollar persona in real time. Stick around, because by the end of this ride, you'll rethink every perfectly filtered rise and grind reel cluttering your feed. Nobody knew Ashton Hall when he limped away from a failed college football stint and started filming dawn-lit push-ups behind an LA Fitness. Yet within 4 years, he owned 17.4 million Instagram disciples who swore by his pre-sunrise alarm, gallon-jug ice baths, and gallon-sized ego. One 30-second clip even catapulted Google searches for Saratoga spring water by 120% overnight, the kind of brand exposure Fortune 500 marketers literally dream about. How? Rage-bait micro-moments. Half the reel was chiseled discipline, perfect jump shots under rose-pink skylines, then bam, Ashton chomps a watermelon mid-drill or balances a laptop on a treadmill cranked to sprint speed. Viewers got whiplash, comment sections exploded, confusion sparks engagement, engagement tickles the algorithm, and the algorithm crowned Ashton king. His aesthetic was surgical. Razor-sharp shadows, whisper-crisp ASMR, the minimalist captions that shout elite hustle. Under the hood, though, sat a tactical brain wired to chase one metric: virality at any cost. That cost was about to come due. The earliest eyebrow raise landed with a pool jump video. Raw footage showed Hall submerged maybe 20 seconds. In post-production, a sneaky timestamp read 4 o'clock. Ashton later bragged it was bait. Just a joke, bro. Worth 90 million views and counting. Then came the cheat 4.2 1-second 40. NFL Combine record? 4.22. Ashton's resume? 6 carries, 8 yards, 0 pro scouts. Track nerds broke out spreadsheets, Reddit sprinting forums ran frame-by-frame analyses, and suddenly physics itself was against him. Meanwhile, Greg Doucette, bodybuilding's unofficial natty or not referee, dropped a 19-minute autopsy. Hall, Doucette claimed, somehow slashed body fat from 17 to 9% while adding 20 pounds of lean mass, purely through toe touches and HIIT. Fanboys screamed jealousy, skeptics smelled syringes. Either way, the seeds of doubt had sprouted. May 2025, freelance web designer Dan Alves lights Twitter on fire with an unpaid invoice thread, complete with screenshots and a side dish of eviction paperwork. An army of one-star Trustpilot reviews appears, cookie-cutter coaching, PDFs sold as custom plans, Zoom links that vanish the second payment cleared. On podcasts, Hall still waved bricks of cash, swore he didn't even know the total, and claimed he'd turned down millions that didn't align with my values. Fans called it integrity, critics called it an overdraft notice waiting to bounce. Enter iShowSpeed, streaming to 100K live viewers, cackling as he replayed Hall's highlight reel. "Chat, I'd dust this dude," he barked. Within hours, the challenge hopped from X to TikTok to Aiden Ross's Discord. Hall didn't back down, he doubled down. He labeled Speed the come-up, slapped 60 grand on his own victory, and declared he'd demolish the gamer. The hype cycle spun like a hurricane. Miami's Biscayne Boulevard became the chosen battleground. Speed even tattooed a goat on his leg that morning, ink still weeping beneath the wrap as he laced up spikes. Hall arrived in compression shorts with a full camera entourage and pre-typed captions. Watch greatness. Race 1, Hall slips on damp turf. Chat spams L. Race 2, clean start. Speed wins by daylight. Race 3, Hall shrieks photo finish. Replay shows empty grass between them. Race 4, Speed jogs across, points backward, mouths too slow. Usain Bolt reposts the result with 3 crying laugh emojis. Ashton fraud trends in 18 countries. Overnight, Hall's follower graph flattens. Stopwatch emojis flood every post. Backstage, leaked footage shows Hall pacing, whispering, "I need a rematch." Meanwhile, Speed dabs sweat with his Ronaldo jersey sleeve, grinning like he'd just unlocked a new celebration in FIFA. Within an hour, Kaisenat goes live with a film session. Phantom slows the slip to 0.25 speed, while chat yells, "Generational aura loss." YouTubers crank out exposés, Ashton Hall's scams exposed, that snatch more views in 48 hours than Hall's channel scored all month. Sponsors backpedal, Saratoga's social media team swaps motivational quotes for safe hydration puns, and quietly ghosts Hall's @ Instagram ads featuring his chiseled jawline vanish like a Snapchat streak. Most brutal? His own comment sections. Stopwatch emojis. 40 spam. A brutal refrain. Take the L and log off. Move. 1. Hall unfollows Speed to create narrative tension. The internet laughs. Move 2. He uploads shaky boxing spar footage captioned "New Challenge Loading." TikTok creators stitch it with race highlights, overlaying clown horns each time he throws a jab. Move 3. He hints at mysterious lawsuits, secret Nike deals still on track, and a movie script in the works. No outlet can verify, but Hall fuels the rumor mill with cryptic stories, black screen texts, praying hands emojis, occasional shots of him staring at sunrise like Simba waiting for destiny. Followers dip, engagement tanks. Even the haters move on, because recycled drama only trends once. Ashton Hall's downfall wasn't scripted by a faster runner, a stricter coach, or even a spiteful algorithm. It was self-inflicted, a hidden surcharge on every exaggeration, every dunk tank stunt, every unpaid invoice, and every comment he deleted faster than he could deadlift. In the influencer economy, clout operates like a high-interest loan, easy to withdraw, brutal to repay. Miss a single installment, say 4 humiliating sprints, and the repo team arrives before you can finish your green smoothie. So next time a perfectly edited 3:50 a.m. montage promises you superhuman discipline, ask yourself, is that dedication or performance art? Because behind many unstoppable morning routines stands a fragile ego praying the next viral gambit lands before the credit card bill does. Hall's career isn't clinically dead. People love a redemption arc. But first he needs to swallow the pill he used to sell. Humility is anabolic, and ego is catabolic. Maybe that means ditching the ice buckets, paying those freelance invoices, and letting his hamstrings rest more than his camera shutter. Or maybe it means vanishing for a year, re-emerging with receipts instead of excuses. Either way, the internet's verdict is in. Authenticity beats arrogance, and every stunt carries interest. Pay on time, or watch the late fees eat your legacy alive. First maneuver, Hall unfollows Speed to build narrative tension. Screenshots prove it in seconds. Reddit laughs. Second, shaky iPhone clips of boxing sparring captioned "New Challenge Loading." TikTok stitches layer clown horns over every missed jab. Third, cryptic black screen Instagram stories with prayer hand emojis, hints of lawsuits already filed, and a Nike deal still on track. No outlet can verify. Analytics respond brutally. Story views tumble from 6 figures to mid-5. Merch sales flatten. Even haters scroll on. Recycled drama has a half-life measured in hours. Desperate, Hall drops a 30-minute vlog titled "Setbacks Build Stronger Men." It begins with tear-stained eyes beside a melting ice bucket, segues into a montage of silent sunrise jogs, and ends with a call for one final rematch, stream it charity style. Reaction, a shrug. The audience smells thirsty clout, not redemption. Hall's greatest weapon, attention, now ricochets. Every motivational quote becomes a meme. Discipline equals freedom. Viewers reply, so does paying freelancers. He can't escape the echo of his own bravado. Hall's collapse proves a brutal algorithmic equation. Credibility, humility, spectacle too. For years, he traded humility for ever louder spectacle. 4-minute underwater edits, imaginary sprint times, unverified bank balances. Each stunt drew interest, but also accrued what veteran creators call the ego tax, the mounting cost of keeping illusions afloat. When Speed, An open book of flaws, tantrums, and impulsive authenticity challenged him. The collision wasn't athletic, it was philosophical. Speed's brand thrives on transparent chaos. Hall's relies on invincible optics. One unedited stream turned the optic to glass dust. The takeaway isn't never flex. It's never flex without proof you can survive the audit. Viewers forgive failure. They worship comeback stories. What they won't tolerate is a tin man claiming adamantium, then rusting on camera. Your most powerful shield online is admitting dent marks before trolls point them out. Had Hall posted a humble GG Speed got me tweet, he might have banked sympathy. Instead, he fought the scoreboard, bled goodwill, and triggered the internet's favorite sport, dunking on someone who can't stop dunking on himself. Ashton Hall's empire didn't implode because he lost a race, it imploded because he couldn't lose with grace. In the economy of eyeballs, clout is a high-interest loan, simple to borrow, savage to repay. Miss one installment, say 4 televised sprints, and the repo team arrives before your protein shake melts. Is Hall's career extinct? Probably not. The internet loves resurrection arcs. Logan Paul bounced from scandal to business mogul, PewDiePie from demonetization to folk hero. But step 1 is the humility he once marketed yet never practiced. Pay lingering invoices, post training footage without edits, show timed sprint results even if they're average. Authenticity, unfiltered, unretouched, unpaid advised, is anabolic. Ego, when overfed, is pure catabolic. So the next time a flawlessly color-graded 3:50 a.m. montage promises no excuses, ask, dedication or performance art? Behind many camera-ready ice baths lurks a fragile ego praying the next viral clip lands before the credit card bill does. Remember, authenticity beats arrogance. Every stunt accrues interest, and the algorithm always, eventually, comes calling. Pay on time, or watch late fees devour the legacy you thought was bulletproof.